Friday for Ty Lue was trying to get his team to play faster, get the ball up, finish some of those point-blank shots at the rim. Here are the Cavs meeting the press, speaking of adjustments they'll have to make by Sunday.
I think when you keep the ball on one side for too long and you're pounding, then that can too much of that won't result in good basketball. It won't result in good rhythm for everyone out on the floor. So, there is a fine line. I'm okay with us having some isolation basketball if we're going quick, but when we're holding the ball, we're just staring down the defense and we're staring down the ball, then it can become a problem for us.
You got to find that balance, though. That's the most important part, because when you're going one-on-one, guys are still watching you, and the offense kind of becomes stagnant. So finding that balance between where we can have some continuity offense and get the ball moving, and also finding guys in their ISO areas where they're most effective.
I think the floor is more open when you're able to play with pace, and LeBron and Kyrie can get downhill. Ball movement, when we run our sets, when you switch in 1 through 5, it makes you stagnant. It makes you play one-on-one. So the best thing you can do is try to get the matchup you want and try to explore it.
Well, that's what Golden State does. They switch 1 through 5 and put you in those ISO situations. The good news for Cleveland, they also lost last year's finals opener, won the next 2, and LeBron James, who is 1-6 now in finals openers, has come back to win the Game 2 in his previous 4 in the finals, 9 times overall in a playoff series where he has lost Game 1. But Dennis, what changed for LeBron as the course of the game went on? He was 4 of 5 in the first quarter.
Well, I thought he started forcing a little bit, Vince, and like Ty Lue talked about, when they switch, talking about Golden State, they switch with a purpose. They switch with a 9. Like you talked about earlier with Isaiah, they wait for shoulder to shoulder to come together, so they don't let you turn the corner. So you have to make a quick, fast move to attack the defense. They make them get on their heels. Now they have to double team, and now there's better spacing to kick out to JR or Shannon Fry, whoever's on the weak side of the floor. But when you keep that ball on one side of the floor and you get into 1 dribble, 2 dribbles, 4 dribbles, 5 dribbles, now you're playing right into Golden State's defense.
And your strong side defense is only as good as your weak side defense. Strong side defense depends on weak side defense, and when you're isolated, pounding on one side, that gives the weak side a chance to eyeball you, look at you, and always be in help. So offensive basketball, you must eliminate weak side defense, occupy weak side defense like Golden State is so good at doing. That's why they get layups. But when you isolating and pounding, you allow the weak side defenders to eyeball you, look at you, and come to help.
Yeah, Dennis, this was a big change from what we saw the Cavs in the first, second, and then the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah, they had changed their style, so to speak, where now they went from an ISO team to a ball movement team. They were starting to get 20, 25 assists a night. Now, last night they go down to 17 assists. So you see the other 4 guys highlighted. They're standing still, and look at the defenders. They're in the passing lane. They're in the driving lane. So now Kyrie's trying to get around. Now he's taking a desperation shot contested. Now you go to the other side of the floor. It's the same thing. Look at Golden State. Everybody's down in defense stance. Everybody's watching the ball. And now Kyrie's doing all the dribble, which we like from time to time. I like to go pop, pop, pop. But this is not the situation to go pop, pop. This is a situation where you throw the ball, cut. Now here you got LeBron James, the same thing. You switch. Why back up LeBron? As soon as they switch, attack that defense. Now Golden State's on the heels. In this situation, they get out and run. Steph Curry being unselfish. Iguodala now the receiver instead of the giver.
No, well said. You see a lot of ball watching there for Cleveland in those situations. Not so much for Golden State.
Not at all. See, now with Golden State, like we talked about earlier, you see guys moving, you see Steph moving, you see Draymond slipping the screen. That's the difference of the 2 stars on different sides of the ball. 2 other stars, they dribble too much. The other stars, they move without the ball.